I didn't rush to make my review on the X300 Pro from Vivo for a reason. This is one of those smartphones that feel exciting and also impressive on day one. But what really does matter is how it feels after using this for a while and that whole excitement wears off. I've had this smartphone for about 4 months now, and also as someone coming from the X200 Pro, this smartphone has set the bar really high, especially for the cameras. So coming into the X300 Pro, I wasn't looking for something completely new. I wanted to see how Vivo had refined what already did work. So this video is about my experience, what's like to live with the X300 Pro, what works, what doesn't work, what has been improved, and what really does matter. And so without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. The Vivo X300 Pro doesn't try to surprise you with the design. If you've seen the recent Vivo flagships like the X200 Pro, you already know the vibe. This is a big phone, huge circular camera module, premium materials all around, and the camera bump is still massive. It still causes the smartphone to wobble on table when you hit it hard, but it's better than those smartphones that have just one-sided camera bumps. And yes, this smartphone is still top heavy. But after dialing the smartphone, you start noticing that it's more refined than before. The Vivo X300 Pro feels slightly slimmer and also better balanced in the hand, even though it's not lighter than the predecessor. The matte frosted glass finish at the back is quiet, but an important upgrade. It doesn't attract fingerprints like the older glossy finish on the X200 Pro, and this alone makes it feel cleaner and more practical. It has an aluminum frame, which feels solid. The buttons are clicky. Speaking of which, there's a hardware button to the top left corner of this smartphone, which is used for shortcuts, and it's a nice addition from the X200 Pro. You can use this to silence the smartphone, launch a camera, or assign a different shortcut from the menu. There's a menu option in here. I wonder where they got this from. This device is also IP68 plus IP69 rated, which means you don't really have to worry about water or dust at all. This is not a delicate smartphone in any way. It just feels like something you're supposed to use, not protect. The speakers though are honestly not the best for flagship devices around this price. They're fine, but not impressive. When you compare this to something like the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, which sounds fuller and richer, you then notice the gap immediately. Now, did I mention you have an IR blaster on this smartphone, which is also a nice addition to control your electronics. You also get this ultrasonic fingerprint scanner just like last year, which is super reliable and fast. The display is still the same 6.78-inch LTPO OLED panel, which refreshes at 120 Hz. So nothing dramatic has changed, but in real day use, it feels really good. This display is big, sharp, and very bright, and you can use it excellently under direct sunlight because this smartphone's display peaks at 4,500 nits. So basically on paper, this is the same display we had on the X200 Pro, but when I looked at them side by side, I noticed it had a little bit more look like the iPhone 17 Pro Max's display. This is not something you notice for a regular user. You'd have to pixel peep to notice this difference. The colors on this display are rich, HDR content are enjoyable on here, and you have the ability to control the settings of this display to make it maybe warmer or cooler. You have controls to tweak the display to your liking. Scrolling is smooth, everything feels responsive, and nothing about this display feels like it's holding it back in any way. The Vivo X300 Pro is powered by the Dimensity 9500, and in real-world use, it feels exactly how a flagship device should feel. Apps open instantly, multitasking is cool, and under heavy use, this smartphone stays responsive and cool. What stands out isn't just speed, but how effortless this smartphone works. You don't think about closing apps, you don't think about speed, you don't think about lags, you don't think about performance at all because this smartphone keeps up. This is also one of the first Vivo smartphones to ship with OriginOS 6 on top of Android 16. I also have OriginOS 6 on my X200 Pro. The animations are smoother, the whole thing feels more cohesive, and everything from gestures to transitions feel more intentional. Even though we know they had a lot of inspiration from the iPhone, from the icons to the dynamic island called Origin Island, you name it. If you got the X200 Pro last year, the global version, you'd be used to Phone Touch OS. But this year, Vivo decided to go with OriginOS for all variants. A lot of reviewers have talked about how fluid OriginOS is, and I agree. This is one of those skins that grow on you the more you use it. I mean, I love the animations, from the unlocking animation to the charging animation. Those little things. There's also this new lock screen which is fire. You can resize the clock, you can reposition it, and also have this depth effect for your lock screen. You also have this flip card feature which has a wallpaper react to when you tilt the smartphone. Since I mentioned the Origin Island, there are lots of features you have on here. You can select photos and drag to the Origin Island and have different ways to share the photos. This is creative. Vivo is also promising about 5 years of software updates or Android updates on this smartphone, which is really reassuring if you want to use the smartphone for a long time. Also, if you're watching at this point, there's a high chance you'll love the rest of this video. So why not subscribe, hit the like button and share with your friends and family. That helps us a bunch. Thank you. The battery life on this smartphone is really excellent, and that's putting it lightly. My unit has the 6500 mAh silicon carbon battery, and this is one of those smartphones that refuse to die. Heavy camera use, navigation, social media, and even gaming, this handles those without stress. Now, if you get this smartphone from the EU, you're getting the 5440 mAh battery variant. So for those buying from China, this has the bigger battery life. When you need to charge the Vivo X300 Pro, you get a 90-watt charger, which is found within the box, unlike some other brands. I mean, the charging process is quick and painless. You also get a wireless charging feature, which supports up to 40 watts wireless charging, and you also get this reverse wireless charging feature to charge your accessories and other smartphones. This is the kind of battery experience that improves your daily routine without making a lot of noise about it. This is not going to be the iPhone 17 Pro Max or the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max battery experience, but this smartphone is definitely top 5. On paper, the camera setup doesn't look dramatically different from last year. You get a 50 megapixel main sensor, a 200 megapixel periscope telephoto lens, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide, all co-engineered with Zeiss. So no, this isn't a reinvention. What Vivo really focused on here is tuning. I took a lot of photos with this smartphone over the last couple of months, real moments, not test shots. And yes, I even got engaged during this period, so these weren't photos I could afford to mess up. Looking back at them now, that's where the X300 Pro really shows its strength. It's consistent, dependable, and very easy to trust. The main camera produces photos that look really good, especially when it comes to skin tones, which I think are more noticeable than what we got from the X200 Pro last year. Faces don't look flat, color feels more punchy without being unrealistic, and detail retention is excellent. There are situations where the older Vivo phone produced brighter images, but when you look closely, the X300 Pro usually holds more detail, and that matters more to me. The telephoto camera is still one of the best you can get on a smartphone. Unlike last year, which started at 3.7x, it starts at 3.5x. And in real use, the difference is negligible. Zoom performance is clean, sharp, and consistent, and the macro shots from the 200 megapixel sensor are genuinely impressive. Easily some of the best I've seen on a smartphone. Now, this is one of those smartphones where you start using zoom creatively, not just when you're forced to. The ultra-wide camera is solid and reliable. It's not always my favorite in every scenario, but it's consistent, and it gets the job done without surprises, which is really what you want from an ultra-wide. The selfie camera to the front is a 50 megapixel sensor with autofocus, and it makes selfies look sharper and more natural. Now, the front-facing video looks better too than the X200 Pro, which means it's been improved in terms of the colors and white balance. If you record yourself a lot or do a lot of talking head videos, you'll appreciate this upgrade immediately. Video performance overall is very strong. The rear camera video is very stable, actually more stable than last year, and easily one of the best stabilizations I've seen on a smartphone. The footage is detailed, reliable, and packed with options for creators who want more control. It's not the absolute best video smartphone out there, like all round, but it's more than enough for serious use, and actually even better than the S25 Ultra. The Vivo X300 Pro starts out at around $800 or 1.5 million naira in Nigeria for the 256GB storage option. Now, I got my unit for $968, which is a 16GB RAM and 512 gigs of storage option. At this price point, the Vivo X300 Pro is around flagship territory, and you should expect a lot. But the good news is, the X300 Pro delivers on that expectation. You're getting top-tier camera system, excellent performance, strong battery life, and also long-lasting software updates on this device. So, if you own the X200 Pro, you're not missing out in a massive way. This smartphone is still excellent. But if you want better battery life, smoother performance, improved selfie, improved front-facing video, and also a longer software support, did I mention a more refined overall experience? Then the X300 Pro is definitely a device to consider. This isn't a dramatic leap, it's a confident and mature upgrade. The X300 Pro for Vivo is just like a company that knows what it's good at and is leaning in that direction. If smartphone photography is something that matters to you, then you shouldn't sleep on the X300 Pro. It's one of those smartphones that deserves your attention. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and do check out my comparison with other flagship smartphones here. I'll have them linked in the description box below. Catch you in one of those videos. That day.